Hello guys, welcome to today's tutorial. In this tutorial today, we are going to be creating contact form on our page. If you can still remember, when we were creating our page and menu, we created this contact us page, and right here it is blank. So on this page, we want to put a contact form that somebody can fill and send us a message, and we can see the message in our mail. Don't forget that I've told you that whatever function you want to add to your website, because during the installation of your website you have installed core WordPress. If you have not forgotten, when we're doing installation, you have installed your core WordPress. So your core WordPress may not come with some functions that you need. So if you need those functions, you need to search for plugins that you can use to achieve that functionality. All right, right here we need our contact form, and the core WordPress is not having it. So we need our plugin to create our contact form. Now, if I want to do that, I need to come under plugin and look for a plugin that can undo contact form for me. Now we have this contact form 7 already right here, but as a beginner I don't introduce contact form 7 to you because it is somehow technical to use. So let's come for this contact form 7 first, and you can see it right here, contact. So I've told you that whenever you install plugin, you will see it as an item on your menu. So this contact form, this is it right here. If I click on add contact form, so you can see it right here. It is asking me to add the title of the contact form, and you can see it right here. This is how you create your contact form. You can see your name, your email, your subject, your message, and if you want to add other fields, you may likely make mistake because this is actually text based and the interface is not that intuitive. So let us go and look for another contact form plugin, and that is why I told you that whatever functionality you want to add to your WordPress website, you have many plugins that can do that thing you want to do for you. Okay, so I'm going to go under plugins because I don't want to use contact form 7. So I'm going to click on add plugin. Don't forget that contact form 7 was installed during our demo installation. You know, it required us that we installed some plugins. That is why we installed that. All right, so I want to come to the search box and look for contacts. Okay, or I can search for form. Okay, so let's see this. So you can see contact is giving us contact form 7, and it is giving us WPForms, easy form builder, and you can see other plugins that can also do that same thing if you want to build your form. But I want to use this WPForms, so I'm going to click on install because the interface is simply drag and drop. It is easier to use. Okay, so I'm going to click on activate. All right, it is telling me to create my first form right here, but I may not want to follow this. Let us check our menu item, because after installing that plugin, we are supposed to have another item added to our menu. So you can see it right here, WPForms. So I'm going to click on all forms to see if we have any form that is created by default, and of course we have this form created by default, and it is called blank form. So I want to trash it because we don't want to use it. I want to create a new form from scratch. So I'm going to click on add new form. Clicking on add new form, I have this environment, and of course it is intuitive, it is easy to work with. I'm seeing generate with AI, blank form, simple contact form, newsletter sign up, automobile information form, party invitation RSVP form, and New Year party RSVP form. So if you don't want to create from scratch, these are templates that you can just click and modify to your own taste. But in this video, I'm not going to use templates. I want to create from scratch so that you can know how to create your form. Okay, so I'm going to click on blank. I'm in this environment now, so you can see after clicking on blank form, I'm seeing this blank form. So I'm not having any feed here. Now for a contact form, if I want to build a registration page, of course I should know the feeds I'm going to create, like name, phone number, address, and all those things for registration. But this is a contact form, and our contact form should be having name, email, subject of the message, then the message itself. Okay, so let us start with name, and you can see the standard feeds here. You can see single line text, drop down, checkbox, name, number slide, email, recaptcha, number, multiple choice, paragraph text. Unlike that contact form 7 that we saw earlier, that was not easy to modify. But this, what you just have to do is just to drag and drop it. So our first name, I want to drag the name and put it here. So I have this first name and last name. Then this submit button is there by default. I'm not the one that have to put it. Once you drag and drop a feed in this box here, of course the submit button will also show up. Then the last thing I want to drop here is email. So I want to request for email of the sender. So anybody that is sending mail, I should be able to get the person's mail so that I can also respond to the mail. Then the next one is the title of the message. So I'm using single line text. Now the next one is the message itself. So I'm going to use paragraph text. And right here we have our form. We have the name, the email, single line text, and paragraph text. So this single line text, of course, we need to change the label. But before we go to that, let me click on save here, and let us look for a way to put our form on our page, because right here we have created our form. But if you go to the contact us, of course that form is not going to appear for now. Then another thing I want to tell you is this, because this is a course, I cannot teach you all the plugins on earth, because maybe we'll have 10,000 plugins. Of course I cannot treat all the plugins. So what you just need to do is to think of what you need. For instance, you need a contact form. Go online, search for the plugin that can do what you need, then read the documentation. That is one power of a tech person, reading documentation. So how do you get your documentation? You can come to www.wordpress.org. Don't forget that when we were doing our local installation, I introduced you to this WordPress.org. That is where we downloaded our core WordPress form. And then if you want to read documentation about theme or plugin, you come under this extend. This is theme, this is plugin. Let me use plugin as a case study right now. So if I click on plugin, then it will redirect me to page where we have plugins. Now the same list of plugins that you have here is the same list of plugins that you will have if you click on add plugin and begin to search. So that simply means every WordPress website that you see, they are connected to wordpress.org. Okay, so if you want to read documentation, you come to wordpress.org to read documentation. So now I want to read documentation about this particular plugin that we are using, WPForm. So I'll come to wordpress.org and type WPForm and press enter. So I'm searching for WPForm right here. So you can see it right here. This is WPForm. If I click on it, it will take me to the page where we have the documentation. So you can see WPForm, easy form builder for WordPress. Then if I scroll down, you can see description. Then you can see the video. Also note something, we have free and we have pro. Even the WPForm now, we have the free version and we have the pro version. So if I scroll down, you can see all the documentation on how you can use it, and then you will see screenshots right here. You can see screenshots. So most of the plugins follow this format. You will see video, you will see screenshots, and you will see text explanation on how you can use it. So let us go back to our page. So on this page, we don't have our form yet, and then let us click to edit this page. So if you are logged in as an admin, when you view a page at the top, you will see edit page. So you don't need to come back to your admin dashboard right here. So I'm clicking on edit page. And funny enough, because we installed WP form, and you can see, oh, hey, it looks like you are working on a contact page. We've already created a form. Now add it to the page so customer can get in touch. WP form is already detecting a contact us page. Then it is putting it for me to select the form that we have created. So don't forget that the form we created is blank form. So all I have to do is just to choose blank form here, and then you see it appears straight away on this page. Then I will click save. But I don't want to do that, because in case that doesn't come up on your own blog, so let us delete this and remove this. So let's assume that our page is blank like this. You can insert your contact form by clicking on this plus here, which is block inserter. Then you look for form. You will see it right here. You can see WP form. Then you click on select to select the form you want to display, because actually you can create as many as possible form with that plugin if you want. Okay, so I'm going to click on save. Then I'll come to the front end. Alright, so you can see our contact form here. So you can see name, first name, last name, email, single line text, paragraph text. Then you can see submit. Now this form is not looking nice. We just need to adjust some things. Then this single line text, we need to change it. So we come back to our form builder. Then we click on this single line text, and then you can see single line text should be message title. So we have it. Then this paragraph text, we can now type your message here. If I click on save and come back to my contact page and refresh, then you can see it right here, message title, type your message here. Now this type your message is taking the full width of the page, but this one are kind of short, okay, which is not good. But if you type and send, it will still send, but I'm not comfortable with this. So let us go back to our WP form. Now we need to click on this feed here. Then we come under advanced. Then we change this medium to large. Okay, then as you can see, it is now spanning through the whole page. Then I'm going to click on save. Then if I come back to my contact page and refresh, then you can see it is now taking the full width. Now we can make this email and message title also to take the full width of the page, but I think it is better we put it side by side like this. So we come back to our form page builder, come on mail. You are choosing mail now. You come under advanced, then you scroll down and click on show layout. Then our layout is 2 columns. You can see it right here. This name is 2 columns, okay, and this is 1 column, this is 1 column, but we want to put this by the side here so that it can be 2 columns. So we are going to choose the layout to be 2 columns, and then now we have the 2 columns. Then this email should take the first column. Then we are going to click on message title also and do the same thing, but this time around it's going to be 2nd column. So I'm going to click on show layout and click on the layout here. So I'm having the first column and the 2nd column, but we have assigned the first column to email, so we want to assign the 2nd column to message title. Then we'll click on save. Alright, so if I come back to the front end and refresh, then we have this. Now this is small, it is not long like this, so you can guess what has happened. It is because here we are having medium, so we need to set it to large. Then the email also, we are setting it to large. Then we click on save. Alright, so if I refresh right here, then we have this. Okay, so this is beautiful. Now that we have our form, let us test our form and see if it is working correctly. If I come back to the dashboard right here and click on all forms, now I have form that we have created. So I can decide to actually rename this form. So let us go and look for how to rename it. To rename it, you come under settings, and then the blank form here, I want to call it contact form. Okay, so once and for all, let us run through these settings. So form description, you can add form description. Then the submit button, if you want to change it, let me change it to send message. So that is that for the general settings. Then another thing is confirmation. Thanks for contacting, we will be in touch with you shortly. That is when the person has sent the message. Then you can also redirect the person to another page entirely. For instance, somebody, after sending you the message, you want the person to be redirected to another page, maybe to make payment or to download something. Then you can say go to URL, that is redirect. Okay, but for now I'm okay with this message that after the person has sent message, you should just display the message. Thanks for contacting us, we will get in touch shortly. Another thing is notification. Where do you want to be notified? By default it is site administrator mail. So I want to remove that site administrator mail and put the mail that we have created, which is support@olaphillips.com.ng. okay, then email subject line, so new blank form entry, no, let me make it contact form. Okay, so that is contact form from name. Then let me make it from Ola Phillips blog. Then I'm going to click on save. All right, so let me go back to our dashboard and then click on this again. Now we now have contact form because we have renamed. Okay, so the next thing to do is to send our mail and see if we are going to receive the mail. But the mail should land in our mail because this is the mail that we use to set up our contact form. But if you are paying for this plugin, you can see entries. If you click entries, then you will see all the mail that has been sent to you here. But we are using this free plugin, so therefore whatever anybody is filling on your contact form is going to be sent to the mail that you use for configuration. Okay, so let us go and send our mail. And to send our mail, I'm going to be using a incognito window. That means I don't want to be logged in as admin, so I'm going to use incognito window. So to use your incognito window, you can simply come to the menu here and click on new incognito window. That will take you out of the admin. You are not logged in as admin. So I'm going to visit this website, olaphillips.com.ng. Then I'm going to click on contact us. I want to fill this form and send now. Now you can see on our incognito window, you are not an admin. It's just like a regular user. So sometimes when you are developing your website, you are logged in as admin. Sometimes you may need to test some functionalities as a user. Okay, so now if I minimize this window and come to the front end here, you can see I am logged in as an admin. You can see website, customize, new, edit page, WP form. But when I'm on incognito window here, you can see I'm not seeing option to edit my page, so I am out of that panel. So now I want to put my name. I'm going to put my last name here, my name here, and my last name here. Then I'm going to put this email. Then I'm going to put the message title as message. Okay, then I'm going to type my message here. I'm going to type this is my message. Okay, then you can see send message. Okay, then I'm going to click on send message. All right, so you can see thanks for contacting us, we will be in touch with you shortly. Where do I see this message? I'll come to my mail. You can see it here. Okay, from Ola Phillips blog, just the way we have set it up, and you can see contact form. So if I click on it, you can see it right here, name Phillips Ola, email, message, title is message, type your message here, this is my message. So you can see it right there, it's delivered well. So now take note, I want to delete this message, so I'm deleting it, and even the mail configuration I want to delete it. So my inbox is empty right now. So if I send message, of course it will go. But let us go back and deactivate this mail SMTP. So I'm going to plug in. You can remember in the previous video, we set up this WP mail SMTP. So let us deactivate it and see if that message will still go, because normally WordPress uses PHP mailer, but sometimes, like I said, PHP mailer used to fail, and sometimes depending on the hosting you are using, PHP mailer may not work. But if you set up your WP mail SMTP, it will definitely work perfectly if you set it up well. Okay, so I'm going to go back to our incognito window. Let me click on contact us again. Then I want to fill my name again, fill my surname, and then put my email, and then I'm going to type my message to you. Here I will type, this is my message. Then I'm going to click on send message. Now let us check our inbox if you are seeing it here. Okay, for now we are not seeing it. Let me refresh. Let me click on the inbox again. Okay, so you can see it, contact form. Okay, we can still see the message. The message is being received. So if it works for you without setting up your SMTP mail, good luck. But if it is not working, set up your SMTP mail, then you can have a safe delivery of mail. Okay, I think that will be all for this tutorial. If you want to see other tutorials that I've created on this channel, click on the title of the channel below this video. Then it is going to take you to the home page of my channel. Then you can click on the playlist and see all the playlists of videos that I've created. And if you are coming across this video for the first time, this video is just a video in a full course on how to create WordPress website. So if you are interested in learning how to create WordPress website from the beginning to the advanced level, consider subscribing to this channel, turn on notification bell, then you will see the link of the playlist in the description box below this video. So in the next video, I'm going to see you again. Till then, happy learning.